Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance with InShape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins. I'll be your trainer. Today is Friday, the last Friday of April. We're doing a level 5 difficulty workout, and we are doing the most challenging versions of the same 6 moves that we've been doing all week. So we've been doing some ballet, a little bit of boxing, some interesting planks and sit-ups and push-ups, and we'll be doing all of those things today. And I'll be reminding you, of course, how to work your way backwards if you need to, if it's difficult for you to keep up. So don't worry if you're not super fit. You will have a chance to revert back to Wednesdays or Tuesdays or even Mondays options if you need to, or yesterday's. It's going to be some fun. So stand up for me. Get your postural systems check established. You want those ears in line with your shoulders. You want your back to be straight. You want to contract all of the abdominal muscles that you can think of, and tuck in your tailbone. Make sure that the position of your pelvis is fully vertical. Now, jog in place for 30 seconds. Time starts now. And I don't need to tell you, it's not a passive jog in place. It's an energetic one, especially as we're almost halfway through here. Really kick those heels up. If you want to, add a shoulder press. If you're pretty fit, that's great. 10 seconds more. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Very important to take your breath in deeply, contracting your abdominal muscles relaxing really your abdominal muscles as you take your air in and expand your belly, then squeezing and exhaling through your mouth. Okay, now position your feet with the dominant leg behind, toe to heel. So your right leg, theoretically, the right leg toes are touching the left heel. Extend your arms out to the sides. This is the lighthouse balance move. And you're turning your head all the way to the one side, to the right, then turn all the way to the left. And remember, grip the floor with all 4 corners of each foot. Now, your dominant leg is kind of like the rudder, right? It's sort of your anchor, which is why I have you put the dominant leg in the back. And you are squeezing your tummy muscles. Make sure you contract the pelvic floor muscles at any given stationary point in time. You should be doing a Kegel. And that goes without saying, not only for the time you spend with me on these workouts, but lots of other times during the day. You should at least spend, a couple of minutes in total every day contracting those pelvic floor muscles, holding them a little bit longer each time. You want to be able to hold for maybe 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and then release. Okay, let's start with our instructional set. We're going to do 2 sets of each of the 6 moves. The first move is your ballet, so you're going to get into first position with the heels touching. You shouldn't be wearing shoes, by the way. Very big fan of barefoot workouts when it comes to, the simplistic, the maintenance of your body, which, as you know, I believe should be done in your home or in the park maybe. Perhaps if you're training for something, an event, you might be doing something a little more official, but for all intents and purposes, this is your maintenance, your daily workout, like brushing your teeth. Toes out as possible, arms in front of your body, making a circle like a ballerina. You're going to bend your knees, lowering your body. As you lower down, lift up your heels. As you lift your body back up and exhale, you're going to press your heels back into the floor. Ready? Set, go. Take your time. You are graceful. You are a ballerina. And that means it doesn't matter that you do 5 of them or 6 or 8 of them. Just focus on control. Pause at the bottom. We call that point, that position change, the directional change, one of the most, minuscule sort of mini moments in time in terms of each repetition, because that is when you have to, tell your muscles, stop, we're going in the other direction. If you allow momentum to help you out in that regard, it will. The forces of nature are, the forces of physics are out there, and they are ready to help you. But gravity and momentum should not be part of your exercise life. You got to control every single little bit. Okay, we've been going a little too long with that. Now let's go into our chair squat. Toes and heels touching. Press the knees together. Squatting to a chair. Don't let the knees go past the tips of your toes as you come up the first time. Yesterday we did a knee lift. today you're going to lift that right knee and kick out the right foot with a flexed foot. Then return the foot to the starting position. Then as you're going down, you go right back into your squat. As you come up the second time, you lift the left leg. All right, time starts now. Hopefully you have a very nice weekend planned. It is a beautiful weekend in New York City. We are very, very excited to have a nice weekend, finally get some decent weather, maybe some consistently decent weather. You've got 5 more seconds. Of course, my team and I, In Shape group, will be with a community event, a health event, if you do live in New York City and you are in the Harlem area in New York City on Saturday this weekend. We will be doing a free event. There are a lot of cool health screenings. It's free, open to the public. Blood pressure tests, glucose level testing. I'll be doing some strength testing, and we'll be giving away lots of training sessions and resistance bands, all kinds of cool stuff. Okay, now we're going to do a squat with that. Remember I told you yesterday, today you're going to do the double punch, the dynamic punch of the right arm and the left arm. So go ahead and bring you make your fist and bring your elbows to that defensive position right near your rib cage. Position your feet shoulder width apart. Squat all the way down. As you lift up, punch, punch. Squat down, lift up, punch, punch. Time starts now. Go ahead. Give this some power, but remember, with your squats, you want to make sure that the knees don't go past the tips of your toes like always. You want to make sure your pinky toes and heels are in line like always. Keep your abs engaged. Don't bend forward like always. And have some fun. Really punch it out. Get going. Go crazy with this. I love boxing. Of course, I also really love ballet, which is why the In Shape Fitness Show workout of the week this week is going to be boxing and ballet. A little bit of both. All right, let's go down to the floor now. Today we're doing a plank dog. So this is a plank on your hands. What I want you to do, I guess if you want to do it on your forearms, that's fine. Let's do the forearm plank just to keep it consistent with the rest of the week. So you're on your forearms with your elbows in line with your shoulders. Now you're going to lift your left leg up and extend your right arm forward like in a bird dog with your palm turned towards your head. Then put your arm back down on the floor, put the foot back down on the floor, and do the same thing with the left arm and the right leg. Time starts now, 30 seconds. Now, of course, this is hard. You really need to focus on squeezing your tummy muscles, not arching your back, which is likely going to happen a little bit, but just try to minimize it. You don't want to put too much load on those on the spine in terms of like the contraction of the lower back, because there's already a lot of isometric contraction going on in terms of your entire core. You've got 5 more seconds, by the way, so just take your time with it. And of course, if you need to just do it with standard plank between now and at the end of the second set, don't feel that badly if you just hold a plank. All right, we're going to go to the push-ups now. So lower your knees down to the floor for a second while I explain to you what we're going to do. We did this earlier in the week where I wanted you on your knees to do the staggered arm placement push-ups. So we're going to do 15 seconds where you place one arm slightly forward with the other arm slightly back, right? And that hopefully you can do a couple of these on your toes. And then when you need to lower your body to your knees, no big deal. Then we'll do 15 seconds with the opposite hand placement. Okay, let's go for it. Time starts now. Inhale on your way down. Exhale as you lift back up. Make sure you keep your butt down. Make sure that you are breathing deeply. These are hard. 3 seconds. And switch arms. So just flip-flop your hand stance. And let's start again. Ready? 15 seconds. Time starts now. Don't need to do a ton of these. They are hard. Why are they hard? Interesting question. I'm sure you're asking that question. I've got about 3 seconds to answer it. They're hard because you're working different parts of the muscle on the different arms, right? You have a dominant hand and you have a weaker hand. Okay, you're done, by the way. Turn your body over to your back. So you're going your weaker hand, when it supports greater body weight or different, sort of source of intense contraction, is going to be much more intense than that standard sort of move. Now you're going to be in your straight leg crunch position, just like yesterday, and you're going to either bring your hands behind your head or let your hands hover at your waistline, in the air above your body. And I want you to lift your body up until it's 45 degrees again. This time, I want you to add an alternating knee lift or knee sort of squeeze. So you're going to kind of lift up and bring the right knee towards your chest, and then extend the right knee back as you lower your head and your shoulders back to the floor. Got it? Then you'll do the left leg. Time starts now. 30 seconds until the end of the first set, and then you will be moving on to the flow set, where I will try to keep my banter to a minimum, and we will flow through the second set pretty quickly from one move to the next without really any difference in time or any lag in time. The only difference, of course, is going to be when you have to get down on the floor from the standing position, and then again when you have to flip over to your back from the prone position. All right, stand on up for me. Ready? Take a couple sips of water, a sip of water, a deep breath. We're going to start in 7 seconds. And get your feet together, heels together, toes out. 30 seconds, time starts now. Remember, this is the demi-plie with the heel lift. So as you lower your body, your heels come up. As you lift up, your heels return to the floor. Press in. Breathe. Contract those abdominal muscles and the pelvic floor again. Keep the back straight. Keep your shoulders open and back. Even though you're bringing your hands forward, you're still able to keep the back straight and keep that really tall, sort of elongated look of the ballerina. Okay, now we're going to do the chair squat with a kick. Ready? Time starts now. Feet are together, knees pressed together, and then as you come up, you lift one knee and kick out the foot, and then go right back into your squat for the other knee as you alternate. Take your time. Once again, oh, by the way, your hands are either forward if you want them for balance, or they can be on your hips, whatever you want. 8 seconds left. You're doing so well. This is a hard workout. Going right into the squat with the dynamic punch. Ready? Separate your feet. 30 seconds. Time starts now. Inhale on your way down. Exhale as you lift up, punch, punch. Inhale on your way down. Exhale, lift up, punch, punch. That's your rhythm. You want to go dynamically pretty quickly here, right? So I don't want to say fast because, once again, I don't like to have you think about getting a certain number of repetitions in. I don't want momentum to help you sort of along the way there, but you do want to move a little faster so that, pretend like you're a boxer, and that the squat, right, is your defense. You're squatting down as someone is punching you. And you're done, by the way. Now you're on the floor. Into the plank. Plank dog. Ready? Your forearms are under your shoulders. And go. 30 seconds. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. These are really good. You know, bird dog, the bobbing bird dog, which is a version of bird dog crunch, this plank dog, where in diagonal dimensions you work the strength of the back, and I don't mean the trapezoid muscle, that giant muscle that's on top of your back, but I mean kind of those inner paraspinal muscles that connect the spine. I mean, because really, you know, there are a lot of people that just sit all day and they don't do anything in terms of moving their back, and it gets obviously tight, obviously weak, and you're done. Push-ups are next. 2 moves left, and you'll be ready to celebrate the weekend, maybe? Ready? Stagger your arms, 15 seconds with the first stagger. Go ahead and go. Nice. Yeah, so once again, it's on 118th Street between Lenox and 5th Avenue in Manhattan on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Children's Aid Society, a lovely health fair in its 3rd or 4th year, put on by the people that went to Duke University. Switch your hands, by the way. I should have told you that before. Hopefully you already did. Just do a few more push-ups. Sorry. As I said I wasn't going to banter, I started to banter. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's turn over, finish up with a straight leg crunch and that knee lift. I'm famous for it. My longtime clients that know me very, very well in New York City, get a kick out of my goofy commentary, because I tend to absorb a lot of information as I go through my day, between the news and different journals I read and different interests that I have. It can be quite interesting. You're going, I hope, with the knee lift and your straight leg crunch, by the way. You have about 20 seconds left. Just keep it going. Make sure as you lift up, you really contract those tummy muscles, drawing your navel back towards your spine. And you exhale as you lift up. You inhale on your way back down. Let's go for 10 more seconds. Coming up on 16 minutes here. Not too bad for a level 5 workout. You've done a great job. All right. Wonderful. All right, so here we are. You need to stretch it out a little bit. Hopefully you have just woken up, as I have. I'm in my pajamas. I just did the workout before I broadcasted the workout. So I hope that you have, just a great day planned. It's Friday. It's beautiful out, hopefully. And hopefully you'll have something to eat. And then you'll join me again on Monday morning for another new series, which I will be doing first thing Monday morning, level 1. So it will be an easy workout. And don't forget to check out the In Shape Fitness show this weekend. It is the ballet and boxing show, and we will see you on Monday morning. Have a great weekend.